Hello everybody and welcome back to the St. Thomas Tommies Dynasty here on NCAA 14, where we are still trying to find our very first win in program history, at least in the Division I era. We do get to return home against Old Dominion, but before I jump into it though, make sure you hit that like button as well as subscribe to the channel as well if you are brand new as well. So we have this game against Old Dominion where we are coming in as heavy underdogs, which, you know, is no surprise. But we do have a couple of recruits visiting campus today, so I am excited about that part. Get to show them about that St. Thomas culture that we are trying to build at the Division I level. So real excited for have those two on campus. Another thing that I want to get into, so the original 6 guys that I'm going after, we did have one person already signed, but the other 5 people that I originally went after in our restrictions, all 5 of them are on the verge of signing. So went ahead and added some guys that hopefully that we can add just at another way, just slightly farther, but not too much farther. A lot of them are from places like Missouri, Michigan, Montana. I saw Montana out here on my recruiting board, and you know, a lot of guys, a lot more talented players, at least from what I saw so far. More JUCO prospects, but you know, more talented guys that I'm hoping that we can add onto our football team by the end of the season. Of course, Jeff Jones is already committed to the team as our sole commit so far. But despite the fact that we're only allowed to recruit 1-stars, I'm definitely excited for a future. Hopefully that can reflect on the football field. So without further ado, let's jump right into this ball game. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Oshhaw Stadium here in Minnesota. We're taking on these Monarchs as we go to this coin toss, and we actually win the coin toss. So we're going to go ahead and kick it off so that we can try to get some momentum when we go to the second half of this game. Getting started with game action though, first play of the game is going to be a carry up the middle where we initially bottled a running back in Robert Washington. However, he is able to find a hole in our defense. No surprises there as he gains 14 yards on the play. And then next play right here, they go deep to Robert Williams, and Robert Williams breaks a tackle. Actually, excuse me, Steven Williams. He's having a great season, but this might be his first touchdown reception, as very early on it did not take them long at all to establish a 7-0 lead. But St. Thomas though, they're going to try to get a first down here, and we're forced to a 3 and out. Things definitely aren't looking too terribly good for the Tommies here, as we are forced to go and punt it away as Davis, he rounds the quarter, he sheds one tackler and is dropped at the 35-yard line. Fantastic field position for the Monarchs here, but they do put themselves in a position where they could be stopped here, as Tommy's defense did a really good job of stopping them. But no, I hype up the defense. Braxton Collins, beautiful route, bamboozles multiple Tommy defenders, and now we are down 14-0 as Dilkins gets to carry for 6 yards on the play. Next play for the Tommies though, Desi Lindsay is lining up under center, and they fake the run once again, try to get the play action going, but unfortunately Joanne Ross gets in the backfield and suffers a 9-yard loss. So now it's another 3rd and long for the Tommies, and oh, I thought Adrian Thompson got his foot down, but instead we had to punt it away once again, as now the Monarchs, they look to get a 21-0 lead here, as Stone Smart is tackled just shy of the first down marker. They still have one more play to get this first down here. Can the Tommies get the stop here? And it looks like we're gonna do it, but he breaks the tackle. He breaks another tackle. Only has one more man to beat, but the rest of the Tommies do catch up, and it's gonna be a rush of 21 yards. So disappointing, since we had a chance to stop him on 3rd down, but instead the drive will continue. And right here, Stone Smart, he's going to throw it to the end zone, but it's incomplete. A little too much power behind that throw. As now the Monarchs face a 2nd and 10 now. Stone Smart takes the carry up the middle and brings it inside the 5, as the Monarchs are looking to dominate very early on in this ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Can the Tommies get a stop? And it looks like it's going to... Oh, hang on now. They actually stop him initially. It's only a 2-yard gain. However, 2nd and goal here. Stone Smart is going to finish what he started. He's going to run into the end zone here, and it's going to be 21-0 Monarchs. And the sad part is we're only halfway through the 1st quarter as well, but we do have a studio update from Bristol, and it looks like number 10 Stanford beats Utah by a score of 31-25. That's Utah. They fall to 1-3 on the young season. Another studio update here. Boston College and Pittsburgh had quite the shootout, and Boston College wins 48-42 as well. But now back to your regularly scheduled ball game here, as Desi Lindsey, he's going to drop back to pass. He doesn't see anybody open, so he's just going to go ahead and run with it and gets the 1st down with his legs. Definitely have to utilize his legs more often if we're going to have any resemblance of an offense going forward. Next up, Desi Lindsey's going to drop back, tries to get it to Gibson. However, he drops the pass, and so we're stuck with 2nd and 10 now, as your Tommies are trying to get a drive going here. Gets it to Bo Hall, and Bo Hall is able to hold on to it and gains 13 yards on the play for another 1st down. And the Tommies are starting to find their rhythm on offense here, as Lindsey dropping back, doesn't see anybody. He's going to run for it again and nearly gets another 1st down. It leads to 2nd and inches. Next play following the scramble, Lindsey's dropping back again, gets it to Bo Hall for the 2nd time. He's able to hold on to it for a gain of 9, as the Tommies are looking to get their 1st points on the board today. And right now it is looking fantastic, as he tries to throw it up the middle to Bo Hall for a time, but Haynes was there to corral the pass in instead of our quarterback turned wide receiver. So any hope of getting points on the board does get thwarted, as it looks like it was thrown behind him. Decision wasn't that terrible, just need to put the ball in a better place when it comes down to it. Shifting back to the game, though, ODU is looking to capitalize off the turnover, as he gets it out to Dante Anthony Jr. for a gain of 9, as they are trying to get another touchdown on the board before the end of this 1st quarter, as Williams is hit deep for a gain of 20. Another 1st down for the Monarchs here, as now Steven Washington, he's going to stiff arm a guy to the ground. Chad Parrish can't get to him. He falls down early, and it's another touchdown for the Monarchs. And we haven't even left the 1st quarter yet, and we're already down 28-0. Man, what a nightmare game for the Tommies. But we're certainly not going to give up, as Lindsey, he's going to scramble to the right for a gain of 8 on the play. And now 2nd and 2, we have a short conversion here that we should be able to get as long as we don't do anything dumb. And Adrian Thompson, he does a thing with his hands and holds on to the pass. Ladies and gentlemen, it goes for a gain of 23 yards. That's our longest play of the game. Definitely really cool to see. But we will have a long 3rd down coming up, since we can't connect on that play. And so 3rd and 8, Lindsey is in shotgun. He's going to drop back. He tries to get to the Bo Hall here, but he gets absolutely crushed by 5 Monarch defenders. And so we do have a 4th down, but since we are in Old Dominion territory, we're going to try to throw it here and try to get it to Stone. However, the pass is incomplete due to being inaccurate. And so after 1 quarter of play, we find ourselves down 28-0 in this 1st quarter. It has definitely been a struggle. So here we are, brand new quarter. Going to try to play a little bit better. And we sack the quarterback. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Aaron Moore, who was able to... It looks like he had a little double team on him, but had a really nice spin move. And is able to sack the quarterback. So now here we go, 3rd and 16. A long 3rd down ahead of him, but Sanders is wide open. And is able to get into Tommy's territory. What a tough turn of events. I'm pretty sure we were in cover 4 for that play right there, and we still allowed that deep 4 vert to allow this Monarchs drive to keep going. And it's just this is what it's like with the all walk-on challenge. I don't even know what else to say, as the Monarchs are able to do whatever they want to do right now. And the sad thing is, we are not even done with the first half. We're going to try to at least stop them from getting another touchdown. But of course, even those dreams are crushed even more. So now we're down 35-0. But we're not giving up yet. Gibson is able to get a throw up the middle for a gain of 18. And it looks like we're going to start our no-huddle offense here. And trying desperately get some points on the board as Dilkins gets his biggest run of the day, 10 yards on the play for 2nd and inches, as the Tommies rush up to the line quickly to try to get this defense off balance, as Lindsey, he's able to find some space on the outside for a gain of 11 yards on the play, doing a really good job of using his legs. May not be the best throwing quarterback, but he is a decent scrambler, and we can always use that if we have the outsides that we can utilize. However, 3rd and 7, we have to convert here on 3rd and 7, and it's dropped by Dilkins. I'm not sure if he would have gotten the first down regardless, but that's definitely really tough to see as the ball was thrown behind him. So long 4th down here, going to try to throw it deep, and essentially it's another interception for the Tommies. Alright, so this game has definitely not gone according to plan whatsoever, but we're certainly not giving up, as we almost sacked a quarterback, but he's able to somehow escape. I have no idea how he was able to get out of there, but they still did it regardless, and I'm kind of upset, a little salty actually, I'm not going to lie to you guys. But we still have a game to play, and Stone Smart, he's going to scramble. This time it's a planned scramble for a gain of 15. Another first down for the Monarchs, as they can do whatever they want right now. It has just been an absolute struggle right now, as Smart's going to throw it deep, and Chad Parrish gets the interception. The free safety, junior statesman of this Tommy's team. And that's our first interception of the season, if I'm not mistaken. Oh man, so exciting. So now we got work to do, as Adrian Thompson gets behind the defense. He's at the 25, the 20. He's down at the 15-yard line. What a throw by Lindsey, and what a catch by Thompson getting behind the defense. Unfortunately, they're a lot faster than we are. That probably could have been a touchdown if we had some more speed, but we are now in the red zone here as we try to get some points, but we throw an interception on the next play. It's been a tough day for Desi Lindsey. That's tough to see. He had R1 open, but we get the ball right back, and we're going to score. Oh my goodness. Let's freaking go. That's what I love to see, man, is our defense making some plays, and we have our first score of the game. So cool to see that our defense gets a touchdown. That's actually extremely awesome. Can we get another stop here against Old Dominions and give ourselves a chance to slowly inch back into this ball game? That'll still be the million-dollar question going forward, though, as now Robert Washington, he's going to take another carry up the middle here for a gain of 9 yards. As now the Monarchs have a short 3rd and 1 here. Robert Washington's going to try to get it, and it looks like he's barely going to get the first down. I don't think he got it, but I'm not a referee. I'm more of a couch coach, as what they call it on the social media. And now they get to keep the drive alive. But this defense is at least starting to take a bend, don't break mentality. They might still allow points on the board, but at least they're taking longer to get said points, as you know, we're slowly getting better. You know, we always knew that was going to be tough. But hey, we're getting better. As Aaron Moore, he has a chance to get the quarterback for a loss, but instead it's going to be a 1st and goal. No, that sucks. But do get a glitch here, and it's going to cause a delay of game. So that's going to help us out a lot here, as now it gets us out of the shadow of our own goal line a little bit. Give us a better chance to make a stop, as Greenwood gets the quarterback for a loss here. And so now 2nd and goal. Looks like about the 8-yard line here. This tight end goes into motion, goes into the backfield. Jones is going to... The whole defense does something. It goes for a loss. It's a lot of missed tackles. It's gross. But it's somehow working, and I'm not going to complain. However, 3rd and goal. Stone Smart. He's dropping back. He's going to throw to the end zone. He has Aaron Sanders for another touchdown. It's going to be 42-7. As now the Tommies, they are elected to get the ball up next. And we do have a nice lane for Michael Edwards. He's at the 45, 50. Oh, the kicker, but he gets dragged from behind. And we have great field position to work with now, as we have a 1st and 10 at our 45-yard line. As Lindsey, he's dropping back. He doesn't find anybody. He's going to go ahead and scramble for a gain of 8. Next play, same thing. Desi Lindsey, he's looking. He tries to get it over to Miller, and he drops the pass. A little bit thrown behind, but you got to make that catch if you're a receiver. But we're going to try to get the 1st down with the run here. And of course, we get blown up at the line of scrimmage. Definitely, that's why we're recruiting a lot of offensive linemen, so that we can try get some points on the board, as well as do our best to at least control the line of scrimmage. But we don't get the 4th down, and then a couple plays later, we get another touchdown, as now we find ourselves down 49-7 at the half, before they go ahead and kick this point after, which is good. But you know, at this point, probably just gonna show highlights. This game is definitely over, but we're sure as heck not gonna give up yet, as there's still plenty of football play, and we can get plenty of learning experience at least, as we definitely need to get better at all positions. You know, definitely, especially our skill positions. So at least we have a chance for like our guys to get open, you know, all that good stuff. As now Lindsey, he's dropping back. He's orchestrating a nice little drive here early on in the 2nd half now. A little 12-yard gain on the play by Kevin Stone. That's his 1st catch of the day. And then 3rd and 4. We'll try to throw it to McKenzie, but he drops it again. And looks like we will... No, hang on now, ladies and gentlemen. We're actually going to go for it here. We have nothing to lose. And Kevin Stone, he holds on to the ball. And we get another 1st down, ladies and gentlemen. Always really reassuring to see. But we do have another 4th down that we have to worry about. Dilkins gets to the outside, though, and is down in the red zone. And more importantly, we have another 1st down to work with, ladies and gentlemen, as we do our best to keep the drive alive. But alas, another thrown pass that was way off target, and we have to settle for a field goal. Following the field goal, Hirschlow is going to get a catch, and off of only a couple of plays, they get in for another touchdown. And it's just been a really rough day. 56-10. I can't believe it, but at least our offense is starting to find a rhythm finally. Adrian Thompson, he's going to go ahead, get this 1st down here. And then on 3rd and 6, Lindsey's going to drop back again, get it to Dilkins. And Dilkin is going to be... No, he is able to spin his way to the first down. Offense is really starting to click. You know, drives like these, it's actually exciting to see the offense starting to find a rhythm. Gotta have hope for the future. I mean, that's really what you gotta take away from moments like this. You're down by a lot. You're not winning this game. Let's be brutally honest here. As we go ahead, try to get to Michael Edwards for the first down, but he stopped at the... Looks like just inches. So we're going to try to get this first down here. And Michael Coley, the fullback, gets the first down. So cool to see. And now we are able to keep the drive going. But 3rd and 5. Lindsey, he's going to try to keep the drive alive. And he gets absolutely crushed. Gets a few yards. But we have to settle for another field goal ultimately. And, you know, we're starting to play a little better. We only allowed 1 touchdown. We almost won that quarter, actually. You know, we allowed 7 points. We got 6. That's the kind of improvement that I like to see. But can we finish strong here? That's the question. We're not winning this ball game, but we can at least do some things here in the 4th quarter so that we can at least have something positive to take in when this game is all said and done. Right now, that might not be the case because Stone Smart gets another rush for 14 yards off a scramble. Did a good job with coverage initially, but that doesn't matter with a quarterback like Smart who has the mobility to get it done. As speaking of Smart, he throws a dart to Williams for a gain of 11 yards on the play, setting up this 1st and goal. As the Monarchs are looking to finish here, and they just absolutely own the outside. Nobody touches him. It's suddenly 63-13. And what is another rough outing for these Tommies. 2nd and 6 though. Ball is on the 20. Gonna run this little play up the middle, and Desi Lindsey has a lane. He brings it up nearly to midfield. Nice gain of 22 yards. Our biggest rush of the season by far. As we try to keep the drive alive, and unfortunately it doesn't lead to anything else. As we do get stopped on 3rd down, and then on this 4th and 5 right here, we try to throw it to our tight end, but we're off target once again. So now ODU, they're going to get another chance, get some more points on the board, and they're going to do just that as Sanders gets behind our defense. Another easy touchdown. Find ourselves down 70-13. Oh my goodness, I feel like I'm on the receiving end of Big C Got Game whenever the computer has to play against Grambling State. Ooh, you should check out his channel, by the way. He has some awesome content over on his channel. We'll have to say that. But yeah, being on the receiving ends of these kind of games, certainly not fun. Would much rather be on the dealing end, most certainly, as we try to at least get one more good drive before the end of this game for the sake of pride here. You know, want to at least continue playing with some pride. As Miller, he's able to corral the catch for a gain of 19 yards on the play. And the Tommies will run a no huddle because this play is just absolute money. You can never go wrong with this type of play. As we get it to Dilkins, he gets another first, and it's suddenly 1st and goal at the 6-yard line. Offense is starting to hum once again. And then right here, 1st and goal. Gonna throw it to Dilkins. He gets into the end zone. It's another touchdown for the Tommies. And we finish strong here. We're not winning this game, but we do at least get the last laugh, sort of, as we get the last score of the game, but we still end up losing 70-20 here on our own home field. Alright, so even though I mentioned earlier that it was another tough loss for our football team, there's actually a few good things that I want to point out. First of all, we did get a season high of 20 points, which is really nice to see. Desi Lindsey, you know, he was just really tough out there. I mean, it's not a pretty game by any means. 22 for 49, 272, 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions. But this dude took a lot of hits, and he stood in there and did his very best. So I commend him a lot for that. You know, if I can give him a game ball, I think Desi Lindsey definitely deserves a game ball in that respect, at least on the offensive side of the ball, of course. Rushing attack, you know, Desi Lindsey once again stands out. 14 carries, 93 yards. We almost have a 100-yard rusher. If it wasn't for those 2 sacks, he would have definitely been over 100 yards. Denny Dilkins also had some decent running, 9 carries for 23 yards, as well as our fullback and Michael Coley, 2 carries for 8 yards on the day. Switching over to the receivers, and Denny Dilkins did lead us in the passing attack, as Denny Dilkins led everybody on the St. Thomas football team with 5 receptions for 41 yards and the only offensive touchdown of the day. However, he didn't have the most receiving yards. That right belongs to Adrian Thompson, the junior out of Vermont. 3 receptions for 92 yards, including our longest play of the season so far, and a 62-yard gain. Blocking, nothing too eventful other than Joel Collins giving up 2 sacks. And then our defense, man, it played a lot better than it did in the previous week. It was led once again by Jeff Arnold, who had 9 solo tackles and also had one of the interceptions, which does indeed go for our first defensive touchdown of the season. So that was a really nice spark for our football team, you know. And you know, we also did a pretty nice job of getting to the quarterback. Aaron Moore, he had 2 sacks today, with 3 tackles for a loss, and then Marlon Greenwood also came in with a sack in his own right. So pretty nice job of getting to the quarterback, which is always really encouraging to see. And then of course Chad Parrish, the junior out of Churraw, South Carolina, he had the other interception. So forcing 2 turnovers, you know, can certainly not complain about that. I liked how our football team played today, even though we got blown out exponentially. But, you know, we're getting better every single game, and maybe one of these games will be really competitive and steal a win or 2 this season yet. News that came in while we were simulating to the next week is we do get another coaching upgrade, so we are now up to level 3, which is pretty nice to see. And we also have 4 people commit to our football team: Aaron Rodgers, Keith DeLuca, Jeff Outlaw, and Raymond Battle, all signed to join the St. Thomas Tommies for next season. Jonathan Marks, he is going to be scheduled to visit later on this week. So next week we'll get back at it at home. We do play against the New Mexico State Aggies, who aren't that good of a team, but I said that about Old Dominion, and look what they did to us. But hey, you know what? You know, we gonna make the best out of a really bad situation. But hey, that's all I have for today. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. Make sure you leave a like, and make sure you hit that subscribe button for me as well if you're brand new to the channel as well. Until then, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Take care.